Hey y'all, it's me Emma from The Rice Life, and I'm going to make this video really quick because I have Kylan and Ellie both asleep right now. I'm actually in Karsyn's room because, like I said, they're asleep and I don't want to wake them up. So, if you follow my Instagram, then you saw yesterday, and I'm sorry I'm losing my voice, but if you follow my Instagram, then you saw yesterday that I put that I am a stay-at-home mom again. And I think a few people have noticed because, oh, there's my lighting. A few people will notice because I was supposed to have 3 months maternity leave, and Ellie is now 4 months old. So I resigned. I was supposed to go back to work April 23rd, and you know, put in my 2 weeks notice 2 weeks before that. I knew when I gave birth, actually I knew when I became pregnant that I was not going back to my job. There are a few different factors, but it was mainly the commute. The commute was extremely far. It was over an hour there and over an hour back, so it was a lot of wear and tear on my car. That was one of the biggest factors. So like I said, the biggest thing was just the wear and tear. The commute time was just way too much for our family, and I just wasn't as involved, you know, even with my children, with my home life, as I'd been before. And it was really depressing, guys. I love my job. I still, you know, I love what I do, but we just had to kind of, you know, reevaluate things and kind of see where God wanted me in the moment. And that is where we felt we made the decision for me to be a stay-at-home mom again. And we feel like that's a decision that that was, I mean, it was prayed over. It was very, you know, thought out. It was you know, just the pros and cons list and all that kind of stuff, y'all. So in the grand scheme, it was more feasible for our family for me to stay at home for this year. So yeah, so I am no longer, well, I'm still in lactation, but I'm just not with an agency at the moment. So I'm technically a stay-at-home mom again, which sounds crazy because I haven't been a stay-at-home mom for about 3 years. So it's a little different for me. It's a little new. I can admit that I'm still adjusting. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, the main thing was the commute, and obviously there's Lily barking, so she's talking with the kids at any second. But one of the biggest things was the commute. Oh yeah, and I dyed my hair, y'all, so if it looks a little different, then that's why. Sorry for the lighting changes, but I'm a stay-at-home mom again. It still feels really weird to say. I have not found a routine or a rhythm, I can be honest. I'm still kind of, I still have a working mom, like working outside the home mindset. It's taken me a while to get used to being at home again, so that can be a whole nother, that's a whole nother video. But I'm loving being at home. Another thing was I was at home with all my other babies, and not that I felt like Ellie would have been slighted, because where we were going to send her for childcare wasn't as amazing, but just in my spirit, y'all, I was just like, I gotta be at home with my baby girl. You know, if it's feasible, if it's financially possible, then we're gonna do it. And that's another thing, y'all, with the commute back and forth, with the you know, just the daycare pay, like paying for daycare, y'all, it was astronomical. And so it was just a smarter decision financially for me to stay at home at this point again. So I will probably return to work within another year and a half, that kind of thing. But for right now, I am just at home with my babies. I'm loving it, I really am, and it just feels weird being back at home. But I'm a stay-at-home mom again, and most of you guys remember me being a stay-at-home mom from back in the day, so it's nothing new to y'all. But I'm staying at home again. Like I said, I really am loving it. And I worked there for 2 years. I worked at this agency for 2 years. So like I said, it's just finding another, we're still finding our new normal, because I was working outside the home for a while. But I can continue to do videos on breastfeeding, because a lot of people want me to do videos on like a pumping routine, returning to work. And although I'm not doing that at the moment, my job was to coach women with breastfeeding and coach them on how to return to work and pump, and having a pumping schedule, and you know, what do you do when you're pumping for work, but your baby has a growth spurt and your baby isn't on the breast? What do I do? So I can still make videos about that kind of stuff, guys. Just because I'm no longer a working mom does not mean that I cannot assist breastfeeding working moms, you know, moms who work outside the home. So my plan is to still do videos like that, guys. So just honestly, right now, your requests, any video requests you have in regards to breastfeeding, I am still very much involved in the lactation community. It's just that I am no longer working for an agency at the moment. So if you have any video requests, leave them below, because you know, just because I'm not working for an agency anymore does not mean that I'm not still involved in lactation. I'm first and foremost, you know, a breastfeeding advocate, and that's what my job has been for a while. So I still plan to do breastfeeding related videos. Yeah, and I actually we have 3 business ventures at the moment, so we're still very busy, but that doesn't mean that I'm still not involved in lactation. yeah, other than that, guys, it's pretty much just a quick video to say that I am technically a stay-at-home mom again, and I'm just loving it because I can do school drop-off, pickup. This is a lot of stuff that John was doing for the past 2 years, and now that his business has really picked up and he's super busy. I mean, even this time last year, he was having to start and stop his work day to pick up the kids and take them to appointments and drop them off at dance and football, and it was just a lot because I would get off at 5 o'clock, but I wouldn't get home till almost 6:30, sometimes 7. If it's a wreck on the road, guys, and I'm getting home around 8 o'clock. So I just felt really uninvolved with my children, and I didn't want that. And so I feel like we're in position now that, you know, John, I mean, like I said, his business is picking up, and we're really excited about that. And so it's just a season of, I can be honest and feel like, I can be honest in saying that I felt like I was regressing, and I can be honest, I felt like, oh, I'm working outside the home for 2.5, almost 3 years, and then I'm going right back to being a stay-at-home mom. That's how I felt. But then I just had to meet myself where I was, and you know, look at the goals that I've accomplished over the past few years. And it's not like a regression, it's not a step back. It's not that I haven't accomplished the things that I want to accomplish. It's just that it's a new season for us, and we did start over. We had a new baby, and with that came you know, came the responsibility of making sure that she was put first, and that you know, she would have the same treatment and the same care that the other babies had. And not to say that, like I said, not to say that daycare would have been bad for her, by no means, but I just know the kind of mother that I am. I know the kind of personality that I have, and I know that I would have felt like she'd been slighted. I can be honest in saying that. I would have felt like, oh, she's been in daycare since 3 months, and the other ones were at home with me for over a year. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if we can financially do what we're doing, then we're going to do it. And like I said, it wasn't financially, it wasn't feasible for me to work where I was working, and I still have her in daycare. It just wasn't, it wasn't right. So anyway, guys, I hope that doesn't come across like weird or anything. I'm hoping that, anyway, I hope you understand what I'm saying, and that it's a smarter decision for Ellie to be at home with me right now. Kylan starts preschool in the fall. I've been doing like homeschooling stuff with him here and there, but it's kind of just more like an unschooling. He's super smart, and so it's more like an unschooling. We really don't have a structure with his learning, but it's more of, I feel like I'm more hands-on with him, even though we don't have structure. He's still learning his ABCs, his 1, 2, 3s, his workbooks and all that kind of stuff, but it's just more, I'm more hands-on with him, and we're able to sit down and have conversations, and we're able to just, I'm just able to be more involved with him, and that's what I really like, because I feel like he was really slighted on that the past 2 years that I've been working outside the home. And so I'm really excited to be hands-on with Kylan again, and I just like we're a really good season, guys, really good place. So anyway, I'm a stay-at-home mom again. If you, like I said, if you still want breastfeeding related info, please do not feel like you cannot contact me. I've been doing this for over 3 years. I've been breastfeeding for 8 years, so definitely know that I'm still very much involved in the breastfeeding community. But I'm just not working. I'm working from home, okay? So I do sit for the board exam. I still sit for the IBCLC for the board exam for lactation next year. So that will be fun. So I will be a international board certified lactation consultant. I take the exam in April. So anyway, guys, I'm still doing that. And yeah, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, so if you see me a lot more visible during the day and you're like, why did you have the kids with her? Then it's because I'm a stay-at-home mom again. So, all right, y'all, all that rambling to say I'm a stay-at-home mom, okay? So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below, and we'll see y'all in our next video. Bye, y'all.
Like and subscribe. Join us for the ride.